Hello and welcome to the Busy with Becca podcast, where I share tips to help reset your mindset and develop a healthy perspective. A healthy perspective is key, especially when dealing with challenges and stay motivated to keep doing your best. I may not always have the answers, but I implore you to sit back, pick a lesson or two as I dive into today's topic. Made a commitment to record this video today, and that's why I'm doing that, even though I'm tired and my brain is a bit foggy. But I really wanted to pass this message today. I want to speak to a specific category of people. So the dust of 2026, new me, new year, should have settled at this point. A lot of people kind of already see how their year is going to play out if unexpected things don't come up. And there's a category of people that still feel lost, still don't feel they're on the right path, feel they are not aligned. So they are busy, they are functional, they are doing the things they need to do, but then something inside them just feels like there's just something off. They feel misaligned, but they can't place what the thing is. So it's nothing dramatic, there's no chaos going on, but something is just a bit off, and they are struggling to figure their way back to the right path. The more they fixate on it, the more lost they feel, the more hopeless their situation feels. But then it's a bit hard to explain to other people that this is what you're going through, or this is how you're feeling, because most times people just be like, oh yeah, keep doing what you're doing, oh the year has just started, or oh you're being paranoid. So this episode is for you. If you feel misaligned on your path, I want to share 5 ways or 5 things you could try to redirect your path, to open yourself up to finding realignment, finding redirection, finding restructuring, or whatever other word comes to mind. So, I actually am a certified counselor. So, I don't just say things because I'm a mental health enthusiast, which I am, but then I am actually certified to help people deal with difficult situations. So I may not diagnose you, I may not, I obviously will not prescribe medication, but then I have the authority to guide you through difficult seasons, through navigating your thought process, through navigating challenges and experiences in your life. So that's where all my talk comes from, and I've learned a lot in the few years of practice and interacting with people that I want to share. I want to give people just a little bit of hope, or just a reminder of things they can do to get back on the right path. So just to put that out there, in case you didn't know, because someone did ask me last week, after watching a video, and he was like, okay, when you say these things, like, what authority are you? A medical doctor? Oh, I'm actually a counselor. I'm not just saying this because I want to hold my mic and speak into the camera. No, I am speaking with a certain level of authority. Do have the license to speak this way, to do this way, even though right now I'm in IT, but that's another story for a different day. So back to what I was saying. So I'm pretty consistent with my messaging, and there was an article I released on my blog on busywithbecca.wordpress.com blog about doing a gap analysis. I think that was on the 31st of December 2024. And it's something I encourage people to do every end of the year or beginning of the year, just to know where you are in life, know where you are with the plans that you have. Check where you are, where you want to be, and what you need to do to plug that gap, or to cover whatever is missing. And the same thing I'll say now, if you feel misaligned, first thing I'll tell you is take a step back, look at where you are, be present, be in the moment, understand your current state. Don't be delusional, don't be hopeful, don't speak of things as though they were when they are not. Be realistic, own your reality, own your truth, and start from there. Okay, this is where I am, this is what I have, this is who I am to these people, this is who I'm with, this is how things are going, and then think about where it is you want to head to. I talk about this often, so I'm going to say that again. Just do an internal assessment. You don't have to share it with other people. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be a public conversation. If you want to walk through this with a professional or somebody, you know, senior to you that you look up to, yeah, that's fine. But it doesn't have to be a whole performance. The question is, okay, how can I implement the things that I need to do? How can I redirect my life? What do I need to change? Now, that comes from a lot of introspection. So, I'm just going to give you 5 simple things you can do, which I have mentioned before, but this is just a gentle reminder. I remember also in 2024, mentioned it last year as well, meditating in the morning, just taking 5 to 10 minutes of your time, disconnect from everything, everyone at the beginning of your day. It will take you just 5 minutes, just 5 minutes, just 10 minutes. Sit in silence, sit comfortably, take deep breaths, shut your eyes, put your phone on silent, lock your door, just be alone and sit in silence. Sit quietly. You're not trying to process any thoughts. You're not trying to plan your day. I'm not saying sit down in silence and plan your to-do list for the day. Just learn to sit in silence and reflect. Do nothing for 5 minutes. Time yourself. Do 5 minutes, do 10 minutes. If it's too hard for you to do every single day, you could start with doing it every other day, maybe 3 times a week, 5 times a week, till it becomes a habit that you can't do without. Just your quiet time. So, this is not the time I'm saying, oh, you should pray or read your Bible or do anything else. Just sit in silence for 5 minutes. Stay quiet. So, doing this helps you create a space for clarity where you begin to hear yourself again. No distractions, just you, yourself, your heart, and your mind. My second recommendation would be morning pages. So, before I heard about the book on The Artist's Way by, I can't remember her name right now. Her name starts with J. I'll link it somewhere. So the artist where she spoke about the morning pages, but the very first time I heard it was when I took an ALX course on data analytics where they encouraged us to do the morning pages, which is writing 3 pages every morning. So it seemed weird at first and felt very forced and strange, but I noticed something. I noticed that the more I wrote, the more I cleared my head of random, unnecessary thoughts. I found more clarity. I connected with my consciousness. I know that sounds a bit woo woo, but once you try it, you get what I mean. I found that there was a lot of criticism on myself, a lot of self doubt. It just gives you a clearer picture on how your mind processes things. So it's not like a dear diary moment, no. It's just you writing words down. So just keep scribbling things down. Make sure you do 3 pages. Now, it is quite a tasking activity, and sometimes doing the morning pages and doing the meditation could end up taking you like 30 minutes of your morning. I would encourage you to maybe do it, start twice a week and see how you feel about it. But it's really something that I feel would be very helpful to clear your mind. Do it if you can manage to do it for 5 days this week. See how it makes you feel. Make sure it's 3 pages. Now, like I said, this is for people who are trying to realign, trying to redirect, trying to find themselves. It's not for everybody. If you feel like your life is well structured, everything is going on as planned, you have a picture of what you need to be doing, and you are plotting that graph, all good and fine. It could help you, but this is for people who feel lost, who feel out of touch, who feel disconnected. So I'm being very careful with my words, so there's some level of understanding. It's not for everybody. So do these morning pages for 5 days. Just pick a pen and paper. It's not something you're showing anyone. It's not even something you have to read. If I encourage you not to read what you have written because you judge yourself and how your mind is thinking. All you need to do is just pour those words out every day. Do it for 5 days, and I hope you let me know how it feels, or just in a separate book or in that same book, tell yourself what you experienced in those 5 days of doing the morning pages. My third advice would be take care of your body. If you feel like you have lost control of your life or your emotions or your ability to do certain things, one of the easiest ways to find control is to control your immediate environment. What's the most immediate thing in your environment? Your body. So take care of your body, invest in self-care, invest in exercise, invest in eating well. I'm not saying eat expensive things, but be more conscious of little things. How much water are you drinking? Are you taking care of your body? Is your body moisturized? If you're a lady, yeah, maybe do the extra things. But try to keep your temple healthy, keep your temple well taken care of. Take good care of yourself, look presentable, do away with things that harm your physical body. If it's in the choice of things you eat, make better decisions. Just do something that consciously has a positive impact on your physical body. A sense of control. So even when there are other things that are out of your control, like how your body presents itself to the world. So just take care of your body. That's my next advice. It's always in the little things. It's never about the grand gestures, never about the grand things you do for yourself, or how much money you spend on yourself, or where you take yourself to, or what activities you do with other people. It's always in the little things. And these things I'm mentioning will take little to nothing to actually start. You can start this very moment right after watching this video. My next advice would be to protect your peace. Shield your body, your mind, your soul from unnecessary distractions. Shield yourself from unnecessary negativity. If you are the negative person, please insulate yourself and let the negativity boomerang on you so you change your bad behavior. Now, if you're a positive person or just somewhat lukewarm, try to protect your mind from things that make you doubt yourself even more, from things that cause you harm mentally, from things that make you question your decisions, or even just things that compound the issues you currently have. You don't need that right now. So if it's social media, if it's people you relate with, if it's in your business or places you go to, people you surround yourself with, once you sense that there's something that happens, or there are people you go around and you just feel drained, you feel tensed, you feel riled up, please protect your peace in that moment. Anything that would distract you, you don't need it. Distraction is the enemy of alignment. Distraction is the enemy of your growth. Distraction is the enemy of your progress, and you don't want that. And your superpower is boundaries. Set boundaries. They may be silent boundaries. You don't have to announce to people like, okay, moving forward or for this period of time, I don't want you to do this, I don't want you to do that. No, you work quietly, you work silently, but you are creating those boundaries. You are setting those limitations on what can drain you of your joy, what can drain you of your peace or your sanity. You are making a conscious effort to shield yourself, to insulate yourself. So, and if you do this for a few weeks, I'm so sure you will see a difference. I'm so sure, because in doing all these little things, you're opening yourself up to inspiration, to guidance. And I think I'll call this sixth, but I don't even think it should be underlisted. The most important thing for me would be, and for you, I would encourage you to do, is to open yourself up to God. Surrender yourself to God's will. Sometimes the thing that you're pushing yourself to do or to be is not even for you, it's not in alignment with your path. Now, a lot of us do that with our lives, where we're trying to insist, oh, this is how I want to do this thing, this is where I want to be, and we keep pulling our straws for affirmation that that's the right path. But then your spirit is telling you, it's not for you. This is not for you. Where you're like, this is what I want, this is what I want, and your path might be completely different. And no matter how long you keep going on that wrong path, you won't make it. You end up getting to a point of no return where you don't find that birth canal that leads you to that grand opening or to that big opening, and you're out and free. So please learn to listen to God, to guide you, to direct you, ask questions. There's nothing as important as your personal relationship with God. Don't listen to other people. Okay, listen to counsel, but then at the end of the day, develop your relationship with God. Allow yourself to be guided. Allow yourself to calm down and listen. So, in conclusion, I would say that as you go into this week, I want you to remind yourself continually when you're beating yourself up unconsciously, that realignment is not about having all the answers. It's not about having everything sorted or having it all together, because even people that you look up to that have their stuff, I was going to say and use another S word, have their stuff together, it's not always as it seems. They are really just trying. Everybody is trying to do their best to be better versions of themselves. So if you need to pivot. If you need to slow down, slow down. If you need to speed up your pace, speed up your pace. But it's important that you are able to listen and find yourself. And that's why I give these pointers. How do you find yourself? I didn't want to just come here and just say, oh no, to find your path you need to listen, need to do some introspection. I'm trying to give you practical ways or practical things you can do, you can try out to find a realignment, to introspect and find proper alignment to the version of yourself that brings you the most joy, that brings you the most satisfaction, that brings you closest to fulfilling your purpose and finding your path on earth. So have a blessed week ahead. I am this past midnight, I'm so tired. So thank you for listening, and I hope you share this with someone who needs this. And if you are that person who needs this, please feel free to listen to it again and focus on the pointers. What did I say? 1, do a gap analysis. 2, learn to meditate. 3, do your morning pages. 4, take care of your body. 5, protect your peace. And most importantly, and without a number, surrender yourself to God and listen to His guidance, because you can't do it all by yourself. So have a lovely week ahead. Bye.